So Karl Stefanovic did a little thank you video, but the most interesting part is the first few words. He says, "I'm finally free," or
So I'm free, truly independent.
yeah, that's mad. I'm finally free. Like, that almost begs the question, was this his plan all along? Like, as other people said, like self-sabotage and all of that. Like, did he do this to himself because he knew it was going to be an out from his contract, because he was put on annual leave and he wasn't going to renew, or Nine weren't going to renew his contract? So therefore he said, well, you know what, bugger, I'm going to start an independent podcast. Even though I'm still contracted under Channel 9, I'm not going to be speaking on behalf of Channel 9, I'm speaking on behalf of myself, even though I'm still currently employee of Channel 9. So it begs the question, did he do this on purpose? But whatever the case may be, he's a free man now, and he's just said a little thank you. I'll link the video down below. I just wanted to play the first little bit there. I just found it mad to say, like, I'm finally free. Like, yeah, did he do this to himself? Look, if so, still, man found his way out and now he can truly be independent. And I've seen a lot of people over the last 24 hours, or all these lefties and shit like that, and like the Batuta advocate and things, and just people online saying, Karl can now live out his dream and interview, what's his name? The guy that was, I forget his name, bloody hell, Port Arthur massacre and shit like that. Like, yeah, he can finally interview him and stuff. I'm just like, but why would you say something fucking stupid like that? Because he doesn't ask the questions that you want him to ask, or because he speaks in a way that is allowing the other person to speak out. So he's not interrupting him non-stop. He's not shifting and steering a narrative in a certain direction. He's letting the person speak openly, and he's asking questions that intrigue him. What's wrong with that? You want to hear what people have to say. You don't want to push back on them. Unless they're saying something mad, I can understand, then maybe, yes, you want to be saying, you know what, hang on a second, I got to say there's something going on there. Or you could say, oh, I don't agree with that, but what about this? Like, I don't even think he agreed with what Tommy said. He said, okay, that's your view, fair enough, whatever it is. He let the other person speak. But now he can truly be independent and say whatever the fuck he wants and speak to whoever he wants, and fair place to him. So no issues with that at all. I think that's what we need. We've had too much shit where we've had things forced down our throats here in Australia. You can only listen to the mainstream media. Anybody else is a liar and is a charlatan, and they're peddling fake news and all of that. When actually you can see that these people that are everyday YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagram, whatever it is, and they're out there doing things, that these people are doing more investigations and uncovering more shit and letting people be open and free than what the mainstream media are doing, and the journalists out there, because they're the ones who are fucking it up for everybody. When you see people like Drew Pavlu and his mate, I forget the guys, exposing the NDIS scam and all of that, like, fair place to them. I ain't seen the mainstream media doing that shit. But then they're gonna say, oh, that's racist, and they're targeting, you know, minorities and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If they're fucking committing the fucking shit, it is what it is. Expose it. Doesn't matter what the fuck it is. If it's some Anglo-Saxon who's the fucking 5th generation Australian or whatever, true blue Aussie, blonde hair, blue eyes, and they're committing the fraud, expose them as well. I don't give a fuck what the ethnicity is. But that's how it goes in this country, unfortunately. But shout out to Karl. Big ups to him. Now he's truly free. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, he's free at last. A bit of a mad quote to put in there, but is what it is. So let's see what happens now with Karl moving forward. Let's see everybody in the mainstream media on the left side of politics, maybe even on the right side, start questioning his motivations and start smearing him and saying, look how good he was until he fucked it up by interviewing Tommy Robinson. Look how good he was until he fucked it up by going down the alt-right pipeline and supporting Pauline Hanson and all these sorts of things. We can see the method. We know what's going to happen because it's happened plenty of times beforehand. Sick and tired of seeing people do these things, and it's just, the playbook is there for everyone to see. It's so bleedingly fucking obvious what's going to happen. Everyone's going to be talking about how good he was, how much he was loved, how he held Channel 9 together, and he is still the biggest star at Channel 9. And him going out from the Today Show, ain't nobody going to watch that shit no more. Nobody's watching the Today Show on Channel 9 anymore, even if they are. Not happening. But you'll see, they'll start smearing him. They'll say how much of a shit human being he is, all-right pipeline and all that sort of stuff there. And he'll just continue doing his own thing and going on the up and up. So big ups to Karl. Blessings. You be good. Peace out.